Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial episode. I do apologize that it's been so long since I've actually created my last one. Been very busy. Hopefully we can get back into it a little bit more. But anyway, I do want to build a sugarcane farm. I last did one about a month ago or so, and I really do appreciate the feedback that you guys have actually given to me on that farm. I do have a little bit more of an upscale version from that. A little different of a design, but uses, I don't want to say less resources, but it uses different resources. So it really kind of depends on which kind of farm you really want. The nice thing that I like about this specific farm is it's very much stackable, and you can make it as long or wide, however really you want to deal with it. It can actually work out pretty good. So let's go ahead and show you guys exactly what this design is, and then we're going to get into the material list of things that you guys are actually going to need so you guys can actually build this in your own survival world. So this is what we got behind us. So this is what we're going to be building in today's episode. So before we actually get into the supply list, if you guys could go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below, it would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. A like definitely goes a long way here on the channel. It shows your love and support for the channel and for the videos. It tells me that you want me to continue making these types of videos, and honestly, it just really helps me grow here on YouTube so that I can continue making these types of videos for you guys. So take that 2 seconds and hit that like button. Let's go ahead and take a look at the material list that is needed for this specific build right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up our schematics. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sugarcane farm right there. We're going to click on it, get our material list, and this is everything that you guys will need in order to build that 2-layer, a total of different 8 different cells with that sugarcane. So this is everything that you guys will need. 8 repeaters, 8 sticky pistons, 6 smooth stone slabs, a couple building blocks of choice, a ton of oak leaves, just because you do need a lot of them around the slime blocks and whatnot. Something for a barrier in the middle, like glass or whatnot. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys got everything that you need. Let's go ahead and get started with the build. Alright, so now that you've actually seen the material list for this awesome build, let's go ahead and start building it. So this is going to be quite fun. This is actually a very, very similar design that I actually had in one of my SMP worlds. It's actually the same amount of sugarcane, and with one overnight AFK session, you guys will have plenty of sugarcane, I promise you. But this is expandable. You can actually stack it up just exactly how it is. You can make more cells. You can make it longer. It really kind of depends on what you guys want to do with it. Now, for the most part, we're just going to be building pretty much the bottom row. But I will have this world available for download. So if you guys would like to check it out, you guys can definitely go ahead and do that. And I'll actually build up a couple more levels on this after the video is done, so that you guys can actually see what that looks like. So you guys can honestly just check it out. And I might make it bigger and longer and wider, so that way you can kind of determine which way you guys would really like to see that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this build. The first thing is we actually have to build 2 up. So if you guys look at this, we got 2 up because we got water stream all the way from the very back. So we're just going to kind of come out to, say, well, right about here or so. So what you're going to want to do is go up basically 1, and then the next one is going to be your dirt. So you would have the first layer, or if you're going to be digging down, that's fine too. Now, what's really nice with this one is you're going to have that glass in between it. You don't necessarily have to put glass. You can put whatever block you want there. I just like to be able to see into my farms, so that's why I do that. And then as far as the leaves go, you guys can use anything that is non-movable. So if you guys want to use furnaces, or you guys could use obsidian if you really want to, new crying obsidian. If you guys have, your piglin farm or whatever it might be, you don't necessarily have to go with leaves. I know the leaves sometimes are a little blah to look at, so it's really whatever you guys want. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going out 12. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then this is going to be our middle block. So we're actually going to put one there, but we're going to mark it differently here in just a second. Because the reason that we're only going 12 is because a sticky piston can only push 12 blocks at a time. So this is actually going to be another one of those. And then what we're going to do is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we're going to go ahead and put more dirt on the top of this. Like that. Now this is where our sugarcane eventually is going to be going, but we need to put a water source before we can actually click. See, I can't click it. I can't do nothing. So what we have to do is we actually have to create a water source available for all the sugarcane. We're going to kind of come up like this, and then we can actually wrap it around the back just like this. And then I might as well actually put this down here as well. That one definitely does not need to be there. And there we go. So now what we're going to grab is any water source. It could be ice, or it could just be your water bucket. Fill it in all in here. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. There you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a leaf right on the top of that one, and we're going to go all the way across. And then in front of those leaves, we're going to go ahead and put down our sugar cane. Just like this. All the way across all of them. Perfect. Now, what we need to do on this side is we're going to go ahead and put our leaves there. And then on the top of these are going to be, we're going to have slime blocks. And then what we need to do here is on the back of that one, you need to make sure that it's a solid block. It doesn't necessarily need to be stone. And we're going to put our sticky piston facing into there. And then you're going to grab your repeater. Make sure that it's on 2-tick delay. You're going to extend this out because we need to. Then we're going to put, we need to put leaves around this thing. Then what we want to do is also put leaves around the top as well. You don't necessarily need to put it on the top of the slime blocks if you don't need to or if you don't want to, but that's what I did on that farm, and that's what I gave you guys the material list for. So then on this one, we're going to go ahead and put another sticky piston. We're also going to go ahead and put a repeater, 2-tick delay. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Beautiful. Now, this is going to be a little bit different on both sides, and the reason for that is because we're actually only going to be using one, and actually, per level, we're only going to be using one observer. Well, this observer will actually take care of 2 cells. We got, we're not going to put the redstone in because we don't want it to fire yet. We want it to grow a little bit. And that's all we got to do for that first cell. Now, what we want to do here is go up, say, like, if you want to build, stone here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be putting glass on the top of that here in just a moment. Fill all of that in with whatever building block you're going to be using. And then we're going to grab our glass. And then we're going to put our glass basically all the way up. So we might as well just do... I feel like we missed one in there. Does not look like it though. But we're going to go ahead and surround this with glass as well. And then whatever the end of the farm is, you're going to want to block that off. And we're going to have everything flowing down this way when that time comes. And we can just go ahead and grab our water bucket and go down to the end. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you always go a block higher, because just in case that we don't want it to bounce out. So this is always the same height as the leaves. You're going to put your water bucket down here. And wherever the water stops, you're going to go ahead and grab your ice. And then you're also going to grab your slab and put it on. It's going to be a top slab. And then behind that, you're going to go ahead and put a sign there. Then you're going to put your water bucket here. And then again, you're going to do the exact same thing. Wherever it ends, you're going to go ahead and put a ice, top slab, sign, and then a water bucket. And then this should go all the way out to here, which... perfect. It does. It's like it's meant to be. All right. So now if you want to get rid of this one, you can actually replace that with that there. And then what we're going to do is put with the ice block there, and then put a top slab. That will come into a new water stream that's going to be right here. All right. So now we can actually duplicate this on the exact same side. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, we're going to do 12. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then we're just going to go like this all the way across to the other side of the farm. And then we're going to go ahead and put our dirt here. And then on here again, we're going to go ahead and surround this So that way we can get some water sources in there, because we do need that. All right, just like that. Making sure that your observes, though, we already got a status change in that first sugarcane, so that's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to fill in all of this with water sources. Then we're going to grab our sugarcane once again. And fill that all along the dirt there. And then we're going to grab our leaves right here. And we're going to go up a couple there. Like that. And then we're going to go across the top here with our slime blocks. It's going to go right here. We also need to make sure that above the water, we go ahead and put in our leaves. We don't want to forget about that. And then some sticky blocks there. Then we're going to put a solid block behind that last one there. And then a sticky piston facing inward. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to do our leaves here. Then we're going to do sticky slime blocks there. And then we're going to grab a block there. And then we're going to put you facing in a sticky piston like that. We're going to be putting that on 2-tick delay. But what's nice is we actually don't need to go ahead and put an observer on this side. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be running it across from this side and attaching it to this side. So all we have to do is, I'm not going to connect it all the way up, but you would link it up like this, and then we'll finish it up here in just a moment so that those sides will actually fire at the exact same time. We need to put some more leaves in right here. Then we need to do that on the other side as well. Then you just now need to pick one side. It does not matter which side you do this on as far as where you're going to put the observer. We need a repeater there. Come out a little bit. And we're going to go like this. And I think what we're going to do is put the observer here. We can actually go ahead and face that just like that towards that sugar cane. And then link both of those sides up. And then again, we're not going to completely connect it quite yet. We don't want it to quite fire as of yet. Now we need to put in our glass there. Need to come down to the other side. And then we need to put in our glass on this side as well so that nothing actually comes out. And that is actually the build almost all the way done. Now the only thing that we actually need to do is put our water sources down on this side as well. Let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff that we're going to need. So we're going to grab our water bucket. Then wherever that ends, you're going to go ahead and delete that. Put a ice block, which packed ice is what you need. I think I just said regular ice before. And then we're going to do a sign there. Then a water bucket. And then wherever that ends, packed ice or blue ice would work just fine. Then a sign. Then a water bucket. I know that we're going to need to put that back here in just a second. So packed ice. Then a top slab there. All right, perfect. Now we can put that back, connect up that redstone. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and put some water source or things around like that. Actually, let's get rid of that one for the time being so we can kind of see what we're working with. Water bucket, and then redstone back. You can see that it comes out right there. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to dig a couple right here. We're going to grab our hopper, and we're going to face it this way into that block. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our chest, which I thought I had one in my inventory already, but I guess I don't. Then we're going to put a chest there. Now everything will actually hit into this hopper, and it will actually get sucked up and get put into that chest. Now the only thing we have to do is go ahead and connect the last remaining pieces of redstone dust to each of those. And we should be good to go. So we should start seeing this fire as soon as we get a couple of those updates. Now just keep in mind that there's one observer per side. So you only need 2 observers per level that you're doing, or like sets of 2 like this. Now again, you could expand it this way, or you could make it a lot taller. It's completely up to you what you would prefer to do. And then we should start seeing some sugarcane grow here very, very soon. Okay, so I did just hear my first. There it goes. There's another fire on those sticky pistons. Nice. I heard it before. I don't know if we actually got any sugarcane because really not quite ready to be grown yet, but we got a couple pieces in that chest, so that's awesome. It's already working just fine. Now, you can see that over there in the background, that's actually been firing a little bit. So in the time frame that this actually took to build, let's take a look at how much is actually in this chest. I think there was 2 stacks and something, so now we got another, at least a half a stack, probably more like a full stack in the time that we took to build this in a creative mode. So you can see that that is actually working out pretty well. If you want, again, you can make it a lot bigger than what I was suggesting earlier. But that's really everything that is involved with the actual build itself. So I honestly am very, very pleased with the way that this actually turned out when I was designing it. But if hopefully you guys do enjoy it, and hopefully you guys do use it in your own testing worlds as well. But yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about it. But if you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful and are going to use it in your own survival Minecraft, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Like I mentioned before, this world will be available for download, and that link will be down in the description. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.